Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and another debut today from Flora, who sent in this puzzle called Rotary Switches. Thank you, Flora. We will have a look at that in a minute. Don't forget that on Patreon you can do Glum Hippo's XY Differences Hunt, the fossil hunt, and the rave reviews it's getting from people who have completed it, and there are many, many of them, I'm afraid. Well, I'm afraid, because it reduces your chances of winning a prize, but it does perhaps increase your chances of completing the hunt. So give it a go. It's on Patreon. Do join us there if you can, and if you choose to. We also, of course, have a number of apps and a certain amount of merchandise in the links under the video, and you can go there or to the Discord server. But the first link under this video is to this puzzle called Rotary Switches. Now, I'll read the rules. They're fairly simple, although they take a little while to read. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So that's 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box of the grid. Cells with grey rectangles, this may not be what you're expecting, contain digits equivalent to the number of either the row, column, or box of their position in the grid. Now, the box numbers are 1, 2, 3, very predictable, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are the box numbers. So this cell, for instance, would be row 1, column 4, box 2. So if that was a grey rectangle, the possibilities would be 1, 2, and 4. Although it's not. Now, I think that concept is called friendly cells, although I'm not sure if Flora knows about that because that wasn't mentioned. But anyway, that is what they are. They have to be friendly in that sense. They have either their row number, box number, or column number in them. For each cell marked with a green circle, the following is true. Either its two horizontally adjacent cells are both even, and its two vertically adjacent ones are both odd, or the other way round, and its two horizontally adjacent cells are both odd, and those both even. I mean, there would be various ways of expressing this rule, but I think that does make it clear that these cells, sort of, if you go round, they will alternate in parity. That's one way of saying it. But anyway, it's an interesting rule. I've not seen this before. So either those are both even and those are both odd, or these are both even and those are both odd. Round, that's sort of from a green circle looking horizontally and vertically. Then we, of course, have killer cages. Cells in a cage must sum to the clue given in the top left corner of the cage. And digits don't repeat in cages. So those are the rules. Intriguing. Yeah, let's give it a go if you fancy it. Have a look at the video length, maybe. I'm going to start now, and let's get cracking. So this is a beautiful friendly cell. This is an easy friendly cell. It's in row 1, column 1, box 1. The number in it is 1. I suppose we've got a 9 down in the other corner as well, if that's a friendly cell. Whereas these corners, okay, I was going to say they have 3 possibilities, but we've just eliminated 2 of them. So this is in row 1, column 9, and it can't be either of those digits, so it gets its box number 3. This is in row 9, column 1, so it gets its box number 7. And this is a 25 cage. Right, the other digits in it are 7, 8, 9. Now, what does this mean for the circle? What it means is that these 2 digits have different parities. One is odd, one is even, because it's either double even there and odd there, or it's double even there and odd there. Yes, so one of those is even. The only even digit available in them is an 8, and that means this isn't an 8. That must be right. Okay, just checking my logic there. This is a 15 cage. So it's exactly equivalent. 1, 2, 3 there. That one can't be a 3 by virtue of the 3 we've put in. This one is seeing 1 odd and 1 even digit there, which must include the 2, so that is not the 2. This one as well. 1, 2, 4 in this cage. And again, one odd and one even here, so one of them's 1 and that isn't. Now I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple, which only has one place for 3. That's good, so we get a 3 there. 4 is in one of those two cells in the row, and therefore not there. Gives us a 1, 2 pair. Okay, this is in column 1. Row 5, box 4. So that's 4 or 5. This is in column 9, but it can't be a 9. It's in row 5, box 6. Oh, this one's obvious. Sorry, this is in row 5, column 5, box 5. That's a 5. Should have got that immediately. That fixes these two. We're nearly finished now. This is in, on the grey cells, I mean. This is in row 8, box 8, column 5. That has to be an 8. And we are done. We've done all the grey cells. Now we've got the green ones to do. Oh, parity. Now. So, oh no, that's not the green cell. This is the green cell. Right, if that's odd. Oh, we're away here. That's odd. So that's odd. Round this green cell, they must go odd, even, and etc., etc. around all of these green. Ah, I can't hit the right cells. There we go. Those are all odd. And that means these are all even for each of these green cells. That's proved. So that's the 4 evens in the central box. And these are all odd because we only have 4 evens in any row, column, or box. And now we have 5 odds in this row. Right, I had better start getting ready to colour the whole grid. Those are even because we have 5 odds done in the central column as well. Now, all of the other cells I've marked are definitely odd. That one is definitely odd. This one is definitely even. Now I'm hoping, oh look, this box, this cage, 2 odds and an even is going to make an even total. Now it's this cage I haven't really filled anything in because I think there's a bit of variability. There's either a 1 or a 2 in it. Oh, sorry, I must be careful not to obscure the green circles. Right. Yeah, I mean I can see that all of these cells, they're symmetrically disposed and they have the green circles that I have yet to resolve. But that rule is clearly going to be important because we haven't got much else to go on yet. What about the, this, yes, we have. This cage adds up to 22 and it doesn't have a 5 in it. It is 9, 7 and 6. The odd cells are 9 and 7. The even one is a 6. These two are a 2, 4 pair in the column. In this row, we've got a 2, 8 pair. What next? That's not a 4. So the 4 in this box is there. Oh, it's also, look, I've got a 1 and a 4 looking down at that. Sorry, I should have got on with that quicker. 2, 1, that's sorted out the evens in the middle row. 2 there, unsurprisingly. That's not a 7. Now, can we do this yet? If it has a 1, it's there. If it has a 2, it's there. It must have one of them, but not both. That's very interesting. It must have one of them, because if you ignored both 1 and 2, the minimum this would be is 3, 4, 5, 6, which adds up to 18, and that's too many. If, however, you put both of them in, 1 here and 2 here, that would have to be a 10, which is too many. Somewhere it might, oh look, that's become even, right. Yes, sorry, these green circles down here, they're basically done. Those 2 are even, those 2 are odd, these 2 are odd, these 2 are even. Look how the grid starts filling with colour. Now, in row 8, we've got all 4 odds. That's a 6, in fact. That's going to put a 6 here by sudoku, and a 6 here. That's probably not how to do this. This is 4 or 6. Now, they could both be even if they were 8, 6. That seems quite likely. If they were odd, easy peasy. Should I have understood more? I should, I'm sure, about something. Oh, that's a 4. Now we got that 2. So we get a 2 at the top. I don't know. Do I know what to do? I don't know where the 8 is. It must be this 16 cage, I think. It has either a 1 or a 2 in it. Now, if the green cell had to be different from that, then actually you would know the parity of those two from the fact that there must be a 1 or a 2 in one of them. But it's not the case. So, of course, it is the case that these two are the same parity. And if they were even, we would have 5 even cells in this column, which is not allowed. So they are odd. That makes these two even. Now this cage sum, we know the parity here. I don't know what it is yet, but I know that I must know it. Because those two are odd, that adds up to an even number, still even, and we have to keep it even by putting another even in there, which is not 2, 8, or 6, so that's 4. Now we've got all the evens in column 8, and those go odd. We've got all the evens in row 2, those go odd. This one can't be 8 and must be 9, so that's the 8, that's a 7. 8 is even, because they both begin with E. That's not the reason. There's a 6. That's even, and is a 6. There we go. And we've done a whole lattice of rows 2, 5, and 8, columns 2, 5, and 8. We know all of their parities. Now I might be able to carry on filling in. Yes, that the 2 in column 3 has to be here, because that's odd. That is going to give us, well, that is a 2, 8 pair. I don't know the order. Where's 6? 6 can't be there in an odd cell. It's there in an even cell, and it goes blue. 4 in the top row. 4 in the top row, not obvious, but 4 in column 3, obvious, and is in the top row. So that's there. Those are odd. These are both even to make up the numbers. They're 4 and 8. That's all the evens done for row 3. Everything else is odd. Now, how are we getting on? No, it should be obvious, I'm sure, but I'm not quite seeing what to do next. This number, right, 7 plus 9 more. That can't be 8, or this would have to be a 1 and would clash with the corner. So that's a 2. This is 7, if my calculation is correct. I think it is. 1, 5, and 9 in the remaining cells in the column. 1, 5, and 9 in the remaining cells in the box. So that's a 7. This is known. That's a 3. We get a 5 in the box. 1, 3 pair will complete it in row 2. 5, 9 pair to complete in row 1. That can't be 1 or 9. They're in its column. I was going to carry on doing evens, and I sort of ran out of steam. That's where 8 goes in box 9. That's where 8 goes in box 7. And then I don't know in box 4. What about 6? Oh, that's also in one of those cells in box 4. And one of these two in... And I'm not really getting any go forward on where to put the even digits in box 2. Those are all odd. Now I can know this by parity calculation. Those add up to even. That's still even, so this goes orange to make an odd total. This one also, this is looking like the flag of... Ooh, is there a blue, white, and orange flag? I think there's some orange on the Armenian flag, but I don't think it goes with blue and white. Anyway, so this, sorry, focus on the digits, Mark. We've got odd and even. We need another even to make an odd total. So that's the 4th even in the column. That's even in the row and is 6. That's not 6. This is odd in the row. This, we've got the count in the box. That's even and is 4. There's a 2 in one of those. There's a 4 in one of those. And that's a 2 in its row. Right, that's in the 13 cage. So, this is 5, 7. It can't be 9 because we'd need another 2 here. But with 5 or 7, we get a 4 or 6. Oh, am I going to have to do all the possibilities here? I don't know. I think I've done as much as I can with the evens. Let's look at the odds. Oh, this one we know. This is odd. And that's a 3, 5, 9 triple. Right, that's interesting. This is a 1, 7 pair and we know the order. That's become a 5, so we can finish the cage. This is a 3 and a 9. Yes, we do know both of those from the rows. 7 and 5, finish that off. This is now a 4, 7 pair, can't colour them. That is a 5, it sees 3 and 9 in the column. There's some symmetry going on, isn't there? This is 2, 4 or 8. What about this? I don't really know. 7 in the box already. That could be a 9. This was 4, 1 or 2, 3. Oh, hang on. This is a 3 by an I-wing, the last cell in its column. Right. That means this isn't 3 or 5 or 7, which is in the cage. So that is 1 or 9. Oh, and I've got all sorts of digits that sort out stuff at the top. Not the 4, 8 pair, but that's also 4, 8. This is a 7. Oh, hang on. That's a 1 in the box. This is a 3 and a 9. Oh, look, I don't know the order, but that gives me a beautiful 3, 9 pair there. So this becomes a 1. That's a 7. This is 5 or 9. This is 3 or 5. Oh, I can probably do this. 8 plus 13. That now has to be 9, 4. Yes. Right. That's going to finish off, well, certainly everything on the left apart from that 6, 8 pair, but probably the whole puzzle. I think it is all just coming together now, which is lovely. That's a really nice puzzle. It's not too difficult. It's got a lot of interesting moments, mainly around parity, and a lot of very nice deductions. We've got a 1, 3 pair there, 3, 1, 9, 1, 9, and this 5 finishes us off, hopefully correctly. There we go. That is Rotary Switches by Flora. Lovely puzzle. Thank you, Flora. And not too difficult today for me. That's good. It's a sort of symmetrical pattern in the end. No, it's not really, only in the center. But there were aspects of symmetry about it that were lovely. Very nice and friendly use, appropriately, of friendly cells. And yeah, very interesting rule set with these rotary switch cells, which you can kind of visualize them as an electric switch with either the 2 evens at the top, or you can switch them round to the side. Excellent puzzle. Thank you, Flora. And thank you for watching us on the channel as always, and especially if you watched this while we were streaming Taiji tonight, that's great. If you didn't and caught up with it later, that's normal. Well done. And I'll see you again sometime, I hope. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.